Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a requested video. This is going to be my bullet journal flip through. This one here is a completed journal, front cover to back, completely full. It's quite fat, as you guys can see right here. So let's just dive right into it. So right away when you open it, you can see my first page right here is just a little sort of introduction to 2017, and we're out of focus. That's great, amazing. Okay, let's continue. So this right here is actually a picture of my dog that I painted. It's a little bit bigger than this. It's probably like about this big, but I scanned it and then resized it, made it smaller so that it could be in my front page here. So that's just that. Then these two awkward pages I just never write on. On the left side here, we've got the index, which I don't really fill out in most of my journals, but I like to have them so that once they're finished, I can have everything indexed right here. On the right side, we've got this page elegantly labeled Lady Stuff, which is actually just a period tracker, so, you know. Then we've got my future log for late 2017, early 2018. This is really helpful to just have everything at a glance. Obviously, a lot of it will be blurred because it's personal information. So will some of the other pages in my journal, like weekly spreads, because, you know, again, personal information that doesn't really need to be on the internet. This isn't really a particularly good looking page, but you know, we'll move on from it. This weekly spread I also kind of don't like. It was the first weekly spread in this journal. Don't love it. Let's move on. Right here I've got a list of watched K-dramas and animes and a list that was supposed to happen that was my to watch shows. And then on the right side, an episode tracker for some of my favorite TV shows. Right here, the books I read in 2017, and then we move on to September 2017, which is when I started this bullet journal right here. So right here, in my monthly setups, I always like to include a music release calendar so that I'm always on top of my favorite releases. Then this is the rest of the September planning. So right here I've got a log of like important things that happened on each date. I've got a playlist, movies I watched that month, you know, stuff like that. And then another weekly spread. I remember being really proud of this one for some random reason. I really loved it. It felt so cozy, so nice. Then right here, my massive, like, master playlist for 2017, which continues on to the next spread. Then another weekly spread I'm not a huge fan of, so let's just jump ahead. I tried a just pen and paper type of spread for this week, and I actually really loved it. I got a lot of inspiration online, like I always do, you know, Pinterest, Tumblr, all of that, and I made this spread. It was a pain in the butt because there's like a lot of individual crosses and numbers and circles, and just, it was a mess, but I really like how it turned out actually. And then right here, this page unfortunately was kind of tainted by what comes on the next page, but I think it turned out really pretty as well. On the next page, we've got the Shadowhunter Chronicles in order of publication, which was something that took me forever to do, especially with all the runes, but I really like it also. And then we move on to October. So this was like more orange leaves fall themed. I've got a calendar. This month I remember I compiled everything into this one calendar and I hated it. So you guys can see right here I've got music releases in orange, personal stuff in black, and school related things in brown with all the little color coded circles. I hated it. I just hated it. Let's not talk about it. Let's move on. So this one was very simple. Again, you know, just pen and paper. These were times when I wasn't really feeling like bullet journaling that much, so I just kind of went for a simple approach. This right here, okay, this one is special because this is the first weekly spread that I ever filmed ever and uploaded onto this very channel. I'm not particularly proud of it because it's not very pretty to look at, but it's very special to me because it is the first one that I filmed as a plan with me here on this channel. So if you guys have been with me since this time, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Your support always means a lot to me. Then right here, I remember I was sick when I made these 2 pages. I was just like on the sofa, just like heaving my heart out. It was quite terrible, but you know, I was like, okay, let's make these 2 pages. And I did. Medicine tracker and an order tracker. Right here is another weekly spread. I really loved this one at the time as well. This is very commemorative of the DNA sort of music release, music video, all of that. Some more weeklies, and then an entire page dedicated to rain, because why not? I love the rain. It's my favorite thing in the world. And then we move on to November, which is ridiculously ugly. Don't love it, but it was useful to me. I didn't have much time to do it, so I just whipped something out, and yeah, let's move on. Then my Halloween spread, which was very dark. These, by the way, from now on, pretty much all the weekly spreads were filmed and uploaded onto this channel, so if you guys want to look at those, you just have to like scroll a little bit down my channel and they will be there. This one was like a favorite here on the channel. I remember I got way more views than I had gotten on any of the other ones, so thank you. And another kind of similar one, some more simple layouts. And right here, my December planning, which I was absolutely obsessed with. I made it Harry Potter themed, and it was just so magical. I loved it so much. Right here, another weekly spread with a bonus Christmas playlist right here that I loved. This one, which I hate. I think I had a really good idea for it, and then I just messed it up. I don't know what happened. It's not pretty. So yeah, some more not very pretty pages, just very practical pages. Right here, the first time I used watercolor on my journal, and it turned out quite cool, I think. And then Christmas week, which was literally just another practical page, not very pretty, but just somewhere I could basically journal through Christmas week, because Christmas week is the best week. Plus, my birthday is December 24th, so a lot of stuff happens this week usually. Right here, the last week of 2017, I really loved this one actually. And then sort of end of year, wrapping up stuff. So what I got for Christmas that year, some like going on into the future wish list items. Then right here, I've got my goodbye 2017 and a happy 2018 page. I journaled a lot through it, so it's probably all blurred out. Good luck me trying to edit that out. Yeah, I really like it. It's very like camping themed for some reason. It was like very cold. It was January, end of December. I don't know why I was thinking about summer vacation, but clearly I was, so there was that. And then my 2018 future log in this journal, which went from February to July. Then right here, my 2018 playlist, obviously unfinished. I color-coded all of the first songs in the colors of my monthly spreads so that everything kind of coordinated and I knew which ones belonged where. Then books I read in 2018, obviously unfinished as well because it carried on to my new journal. And then January planning, which I really loved. I think it's really cool. Again, with this camping sort of theme for some reason, but I really like it. It's quite cool. Then the first weekly spread of 2018, very rosy, very light and floral. And then moving on, you know, carrying on with the weekly spreads for this month. You guys loved this one. Thank you so much, by the way. So many views on this one. I really like it as well, but I wasn't expecting it because usually Plan With Me's that get a lot of views are more on the girly side, more stuff like this. So when you guys really loved this one, I was like, ooh, I could do some different stuff then. And you guys would still really appreciate it. So that was awesome. Then more weekly spreads. I'm going through these quite fast, by the way. So if you guys want to like pause and just look at them, that's fine. But I don't want to make this video like 500 hours long. So I'm just whisking through them quite quickly. Right here, my February planning. Again, you know, calendars, habit trackers, the usual. I really love this weekly spread as well. I love this washi on the side. I have to do that more again because I think it adds something to it, you know, like a sort of bordered look. I really like it. Some more weeklies. a supposedly practical spread that I never used. I was like, yes, I'm gonna track my money, it's gonna be great, and then I never used it. I literally have like a line here or 2 lines here, and that is literally it. So that was failed. This was more of like a practical spread again. Didn't really feel like making it pretty, so I just scribbled down the weekdays and called it a week. Then this one, another weekly spread. Then my March planning, which I didn't do a cover page for, unfortunately, because I really love cover pages. I think they really add to it. Then this one you guys also really liked. You see, this is the kind that you guys usually like. It's like the girly, floral, baby pink, baby blue type of spreads. I really like them too, but you know, that red one was just a real surprise to me that you guys really loved it. So yeah, also this one I really love a lot. Then we've got this one, which I unfortunately didn't film because I was just like in a bad mood. I was just like, I need a weekly spread, let's just do it, get it over it. But in the end I actually really loved it, so I'm really unhappy that I didn't film it and didn't upload it because I ended up really loving it. So here you go, bonus spread for you guys. Right here, a page dedicated to the moon, and right here I was going to do something else, but then I just didn't. More weekly spreads. This one is kind of falling apart because I think I tore out a page here, so it kind of messed with the binding of it, but that's okay. This one is also kind of coming apart, but let's just move on. And then April 2018, very blue, very springy, very soft. Okay, then another weekly. I filmed this one, so it's also on my channel. Not my favorite, but also not the worst one. Then a more practical page, May planning, which was so ugly, very ugly. Let's just not think about it. This is toward the end of my journal, so I was kind of like not feeling like putting any effort into it. So yeah, and that's pretty much the end. A few more like weekly pages and things. And then back here is this mess, which is something I have in every single journal. It's like the end of the journal, literally, where I swatch every single color of pen I have, every single width of pen I have, just so I can have a swatch of everything in this particular paper, because obviously every journal has different paper, so I like to just have everything laid out in this specific color, in this specific texture of paper. So yeah, that concludes that. I did have some things in this pocket back here. Usually I just keep spare pictures and spare, you know, things like this where it's like headers or, you know, pictures, pieces of colored paper, stuff like that I keep back here. But now it's all in my new journal, so it's not back here. But yes, that concludes that. I know that some of you requested that I do an old bullet journal flip through, so here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any more requests, do definitely let me know. I also kind of want to start doing other videos that aren't specifically bullet journal videos. Like I was thinking of starting to do book reviews or even like makeup videos. I don't know, just let me know what you guys think. This is very different, obviously, but I want to include other stuff in my channel for you guys. So yeah, do let me know if you have any requests, videos about maybe school, Q&As, whatever you want, and I will definitely consider it. So until next time, bye bye!